Hello, Chuck. Morning world, welcome to Friday, 20th of May. Right, so the plans I have for today have kind of been kicked out. My IBS decided to give me a kick-in yesterday and last night. So today I'm compelled to take it steady and not wander away too far. Those who suffer with ulcerative colitis or its worst big brother Crohn's will know what I'm talking about. I don't suffer badly. In fact, I reckon I got off quite lightly compared to a lot of people, but it's still enough, even with the mild problem I got, and I call it mild, it can spoil your day. Morning, boy and girls. How are we this morning? So yeah, it's a late start for me today. I felt that rough. I didn't actually get out of bed till about 8:30, 8:45. That's unheard of for me. But yeah, I did feel rough this morning. But there's no one else to do this job. So it doesn't matter if you feel poorly, you still got to get up and do it. And there's no point in being miserable about it. It is what it is. Hello. Okay. Right, where was I? Before I was so rudely interrupted. Oh yeah, I was giving them a bit of grub, wasn't I? Right, Patrick. Right, mate. You right over there at the back? Holding your tail up like that? Maybe she's been busy. I won't ask. Yeah, I'll keep it going for a few hours. That's them sorted out. Well, we've gone from a bale a day on both sides, so basically 2 bales a day of grub, down to half a bale a day. With just these 8 indoors. What are you looking at? Pigeons. So yeah, these guys have got to stay in for the time being. As I said before, I can't let Patrick out with the main herd because we've got young heifer calves out there. Some of them were born before Christmas. It won't be long before they're going to start bulling. Far too young to go anywhere near him. He wouldn't care. He would be more than happy to jump on a little 9-month-old heifer. So I'll have to change his name to Jimmy then, wouldn't I? As for the rest of the cattle, they're all outside, but they have been in the avenue now for 1 week. And it is time for a change of scenery for them. So just got to decide which side we're going to put them in. So I've got to bear in mind that mid-June, apparently, my TB date may change. Something to do with the vet that was going to be doing it, or the technician who was going to do it I can't remember what reason it was. So Abby was going to take a look at the diary and just see if there was another technician who could take on the test, or if we were going to have to move the date. So it's not going to move very far. It's only going to be a few days either way, I expect. But yeah, mid-June. I bet it's the same day my beef packs are ready, because that would be the law of sod. Anyway, but I have to bear that in mind, that we're going to have to get them all back in. So whatever I do, I don't want to give them too much before. And then when they come out from TB, they've got to go out on the golf course anyway. So I'm just wondering whether or not to give them the field with the Buttercups in, the yellow field. top this off, just get rid of these buttercups, because they've chewed off most of the grass. This is just off nice and neat now. I could put the topper over this, take the tops off the buttercups, tidy it up. Yeah, I think we'll put them in the bottom right hand field, bottom avenue. That'll do. Considering this field has had no fertiliser on it at all, not even organic, all I did with this was slit it and harrow it. The buttercups let it down. I know they're pretty, but they've had a week out here, and they probably, well, they could probably stay out another week out here, because there's plenty of grub left, but it's just nice to move them around. But yeah, all the worry of not having enough grass, and I got a funny feeling all of a sudden I might not have enough animals to eat it all. I'd rather have that problem. So, come on you lot. Yeah, change your scenery today. Come on, you know what's going on. They know what's going on. Don't you? Hey? Yeah. Is that the one you want to go into? Just as well, really, because that's the one you're going into. Right, excuse me. Thank you, thank you. Ready? On your marks. Get set. Come on, move your back. Move it. Move it. Always one, isn't there? Always one. Go on. Dexter's and the Buttercups. Maybe that's a calendar picture. Yeah, that's where the water is. Calves have found that. They won't enjoy the Buttercup very much, because Buttercup is very bitter, but there is plenty of clover. I know. And sweetgrass for them, so yeah, another week out here. I heard that. Right. Go on, boo. Right, darling. Right, I think we can leave them to it. They are more than happy out there. Back at the farm, on with the topper. You can see the grasses I like the most because they've chewed them down a little bit lower. And red clover they don't seem to be quite so keen on. But there's two reasons for getting this, or more than two, there's a few reasons for getting this topped off. I want to get rid of some of this stalk, some of this. So when it's going to seed, that's not really any good to me as far as feed for cattle is concerned, especially that as cocksfoot. So cocksfoot is going back to my college days, a deep-rooted, drought-resistant, tough, not very palatable, not very sweet grass. So we don't really want to encourage too much of that. We don't mind having it around because if we get droughts, we need this. But I don't want it too big. I don't want it getting away. But the other thing is, because our topper has a roller on it, it will squish out a lot of these poos. So if I leave that like that, that will basically kill the grass underneath that cow pat. And you end up with patches. All right, they'll come back with green, but they'll also come back potentially with thistles and stuff that I don't want. So you can either rattle this over with the harrows, break the poos up, well, they're a bit sloppy for a minute. Harrows are just going to draw lines through it. Whereas if I go over it with a roller on the back of the topper, take the yellow off, this field will go green from yellow. It will take the coarse bits of the grass out, take the heads off of the buttercups, which will hopefully help them, or prevent them from seeding, and it will also flatten out the cow paps. So I know it's another load of diesel, but that's what you do. Right, if I'm putting the topper on, there's something I'm going to need. That might be useful. Where is it? Grease gun. Where's the grease gun? Of course, there it is, because that's where it lives, isn't it? All right, okay. Let's go. What's in there? Is there a rat in there? Is there? Hey, is there a rat in there? What's in there? Where's the rat? Where's the rat? Is there a rat? Is there? There won't be, but it'll keep her occupied for 5 minutes. Right then, we're going to put the teagle on. Okay, right, I need a pin for that, and that's in the chain arrows. Right, I remember it's a bit tight in here, but still doable. Now the dog's happy bothering rats down there, so I'll leave her outside. I don't think she's going to wander too far. Rats underneath feet bin going like that. Inch to the right, I think. Better safe than dead, isn't it? Stay. Go on. There you go. I can hear my dog trying to bury underneath the feed bin. She ain't gonna manage it. Right. That one goes in there. And that one goes in there. Go on, get in there. Okay, right, and finally, that clips on there. Okay, we'll pick him up and put some grease in him. There's a lot of commotion going on in here. You can't get under there, Biscuit. No much as you want to, you cannot get under there. It's too big, too heavy, and it's full. We all know there's an RAT under there, and she wants it. But I'm not emptying the thing out just to tip it over so she can get to the RAT. I got better things to do. Out with the old. You stay on there? No. In with the new. I'm gonna have to order some more grease cartridges. We've only got about 3 left. We've gone through quite a lot recently, so but I think next time I'm gonna go. This is just the box out of lithium stuff, whatever that is. I spoke to Reg a while ago, and he suggested I went with the red grease. It's got something to do with it's more resistant to water than this stuff. So anybody out there can recommend where I can get a box of red grease cartridges from, much appreciated. Now that went all over me. Oh dear, oh joy. Right. Oh well, never mind. It's only a shirt, that's what washing machines are for. My wife loves it when I tell her that. Right, where were we? Oh yeah, a bit more in there. I like plenty in the rotor. And the rotor. Right, how's the sun go? One man and his dog went to Topple Meadow. It's 10 to 1, so I'm not going to get a lot done now, but if I get the headland sorted out, get the machine set up, I want to set him to cut as high as I can. One of the downsides with the flail, it's designed to cut fairly close to the ground. The idea is it smashes up everything, but I want to leave as much grass as I can. I really want to take the heads off the tall grasses and the buttercups. So yeah, I'll have some nice stripes on the field, but as much grass as possible is going to stay out there. We'll put them down the flat and then we'll sort the top link out. That's too low. I gotta make him longer. That'll do. That's it, so the pin was there, now it's there. That is the lowest you go. Okay, 540 normal, bit of revs, he's probably not going to go straight into gear. Just take a bit more weight off the floor. Straight in. Right, that can go on float. Temperature gauge is up enough. Let's cut some grass. too fast. That's better. Well, I've just stopped for lunch. We've got a red kite flying out here. He was being mobbed by a buzzard. Not quite sure what he's looking for, but yeah. Buzzard was nappy. Come on. There you go. Brazened. That's what you are, mate.